We're getting freaking fun and wild. I got sent 6 DiGiorno pizzas. 6. And it's a croissant crust. Never had a croissant crust. So we're going to do a pepperoni DiGiorno croissant crust mukbang. Because one thing about me, I'm extremely particular about my crust. And so the fact that this is a flaky crust when I traditionally like my crust hard, solid, rock-like. I wonder if I turn my oven off. It's a problem for another day. I'm going to be seeing if this DiGiorno holds up. Now, if you know me from TikTok, welcome. If you don't know me from TikTok, welcome. I'm foraying into the land of YouTube. Why, may you ask? I love YouTube. YouTube has my heart. I, of course, like many millennials before me, got sucked into YouTube during the 2019 YouTube era. Some would say it's the golden days of YouTube. I would like to say personally, now damn, this is extremely croissant-like. I don't know if that's focusing. I'm new into this, and I'm not gonna lie to you, Trisha Paytas made it seem a little bit easier than what it is, because I feel like I'm so far away from the camera, but how am I supposed to get everything in the angle? Like, I feel like people's heads look way bigger in these videos, but I'm like so far back so you can get this angle. So like, I really don't know how you fit it all in. Now, first and foremost, you take all your rounds off the DiGiorno. There should be not a singular round left on there, because cooked pepperoni is good on its own. On a pizza, no bueno. Now, what do? I need a water. Dang, we engorge the roni. Four in a stack is normally appropriate. Don't go too much more than that. You always start with the roni and then tip it. Just a tip. Now that's my first bite of a croissant pizza experience. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if I taste too much of a difference yet. I think it's gonna really come when I fillet this bitch. Now, it seems to be filleting a lot easier than normal, and that's when you separate the crusty bottom with what I like to call the body. So you lightly fillet it, and it really is lifting really quite easily. Wow. Almost like warm butter sliding off a knife. Holy guacamole, this is extremely hot. Holy guacamole. Now, while I have some of your attentions, if anyone is a TikTok guru, can you please comment? God dang, comment on this and help me out. When people search my name on YouTube, I'm hearing through the grapevine that they have to search Talking to Tequila all together with no spaces. What the hell's up with that? And the thing is when I click like my name, it's Talking to Tequila with spaces. So why do they have to search it with no spaces for me to come up? And then some people say, I still don't even come up. Some bunk ass song called like Tequila Talking comes up. Who the hell is that? Now, this croissant crust separated on its own. I don't know how I feel about that, but we'll deal with that separately. What we do here is we take this body and you fold it, okay? And then Now, normally when I eat a DiGiorno, I do not wear gloves because I like the sauce to get on my hands and then I lick my fingers. But something about today, like I can't be bothered today. I cannot be bothered today with greasy hands. Like it's just not in my cards for me. So I just had to glove it up because like I'm literally not bothering with greasy hands today, okay? And you body the rest of it. Now, off the bat, I will say, flavor is pretty similar to a rising crust. However, there seems to have been more sauce in a rising crust. Maybe that's just in my head. But so far, let's try this crust. I think a rising crust still has my heart. This is just a little bit too crumbly for me. I like to debone my pizza myself. I don't like the pizza to debone itself. Look, it's falling apart. Like, look at it. This isn't even a crust. Like, yeah, I've literally made up my mind. Okay, now you take the body of the crust, fucking barely. It barely even lets you have a body. And then you dip it. And then, that was delicious. And now look, this is all I have left of my crusties. I guess we'll just have to dip. Now I will say, if I was a betting woman, I would bet my oven is on. But you know what? Can you see my dog? I am just gonna also, like, while we're chatting, I don't understand how all these people figured out how to do fucking YouTube 15 years ago. What were you guys recording on? Digital cameras? Like, I'm recording on my iPhone and I find it to be extremely confusing and tedious. How did everyone get this information? And then my name literally is talking to Tequila and people still can't find me. Do I have to become popular to be coming up right away? But no one else is even named talking to Tequila. You know what? I'm not going to talk shop here. I'm going to talk crust. I would say what I'm going to do with this next bite, because like this isn't even folding how I like it. I normally roll this up and like dip, bite, swallow. But something about even how it's rolling, I don't know. Maybe it's just I'm a glutton for familiarity. But what I will say is, one of my favorite things that happens to a DiGiorno is when the cheese gets like crusty like this. So I will sacrifice a piece to only cheese it up. And I just kind of take all the cheese off. Oh, let all that heat escape. Good God. Yeah, I think there's more sauce on a rising crust. Oh, shoot. This is another example of just learning as I go, I guess. I should have been looking here the whole time. Dagnabbit, gosh darn it. How are these people, you know what? Whatever. I don't really give a flying fuck. I'm doing the best I can, okay? Scrape all that extra sauce off. I gotta let this cool down. I'm gonna be getting 3rd-degree burns. Stunning. Now, I will say, in order of platform favorites, the original and never surpassable was, of course, Vine. YouTube is a close second. TikTok is a favorite because they make it so goddamn easy to record on there. Like, I don't really understand, like, how it's so difficult on YouTube. I'm also pretty sure a YouTube algorithm like doesn't even exist, but whatever. All I know is DiGiorno sent me 6 pizzas. This is the first one I tried. It is the croissant pepperoni. It's fine. I think if you like croissant and you're not a fan of the rising crust, give this a whirl. I'm not staunchly opposed to it. I'm just not gagging over it either. It's neither here nor there. It's neither up nor down. It's neither round nor round. And that's it. The sauce doesn't hit how the rising crust does. And let's be really real. Nothing has hit since the garlic bread. That was really where it's at. It's really funny. There's something about a brand always taking its most best popular item and absolutely pulling it off the shelves. Like, I don't really know what the issue was with the garlic bread DiGiorno, but I can let you know that it was the best pizza that they had, and they yank it off the shelf. And I don't know what the issue is, outside the fact that it must not like to make money. But whatever. Now, these crusts here, I will say, are the best part for last. They kind of just like crust that off. And that, my friends, is how you enjoy a DiGiorno. And I will say happy holidays. And I will say, what's the goal of 2025? My goal list of 2024, it was so freaking unbelievable. It was like this chin lipo, all this other shit that never in 1,000 years, I guess, was ever going to happen. Because guess what? I'm the same bitch as 2020, the beginning of the year, as the end of the year, except my only goal for 2025 is survive and get my passport. Literally, those are my only goals. My goals are survive, get a passport, fix up my house, become rich. I'll check in at the end of the year and let you know how it went. I'm hoping to have a real Emma Chamberlain moment and just, you know, be fallen in love with. I don't really know like what she did. I don't know what her thing was outside of a good personality. I don't know if she had a shtick. I don't have a shtick. My shtick is being normal and surviving and being relatable. Because one thing about me, this is a middle-class home with a you know what I mean? And that's it. It's nice to meet you. This is not exclusively a mukbang channel. Unless, of course, this video pops off and I get 100 million followers. Then I'll just do mukbangs for you guys. Until then, it's just whatever I feel like it being. I will close you out on Silent Night. Silent Night.